The average cost for a home in the US in 2022 is $428,700. The median price for a home in the US has risen 418% since the 1980s. That's a lot. That's a lot. When I was growing up, my family moved more than 10 times that I can just think of in my brain right now. And one of those was the result of the 2008 housing crisis, where my parents bought a house they couldn't afford and watched the interest rates skyrocket over double what it was, and so we lost it. So needless to say, I was scared to even think about buying a house. Did you guys know that 40% of all homeowners have a college degree? So I figured that most of you in this room might need this information at some point. So fast forward, or rewind, sorry. My husband and I are at an open house one Sunday, and we used to go because they're free and they're fun, and sometimes they even have snacks that are free that you don't have to buy. And we met a guy, his name was Ken, and he said, I could save you $300 a month if you would switch to paying a mortgage versus renting forever. So, though it was horrifying, the thought, we took the plunge, twice actually. And so, while I know that the idea of buying a home is absolutely terrifying, I'm here today to tell you that if you would do your homework, find yourself the right people to help you, and attain attention to detail, buying a home isn't all that scary. So before I move forward with the speech, I'd like to give you a small flowchart of what buying a house looks like so the rest of this makes sense. So the first thing you want to do is decide that you want to buy a house. Then you want to find someone who's going to loan you the $428,000, which is your lender. Then you find a realtor to help you find the house. You make an offer, you wait about a month, do some paperwork, and then on closing day, you sign for it and it's all yours. So it's not all that bad. So the first step is doing your homework. You want to weigh the pros and cons of renting versus owning. If you're going to move around a whole lot for your job, maybe owning a home's not your best bet. If you're going to stay stationary and you could use the investment, it could be. You also want to look into the cost of everything. Is it going to save you money? How much is your electric going to be? How much is your water going to be? What's the mortgage actually going to cost you? And you can do that with a simple Google search for the place that you'd like to buy a home in. And is your credit score good? You have, Business Insider says that you have to have at least a 620 to be able to buy a house. And most of you probably don't have that much credit right now, being in college. But as you start to pay on your student loans after you leave college, you will start to acquire one, so it's good to keep an eye on it. You also want to look up research terms. Do you know what equity is? Do you know what closing date means? Do you know what earnest money is? Those are all things that you can talk to your realtor about. But equity, I'll go ahead and give you, is like if you bought a cookie today for $10 and overnight everyone else in the world ate their cookie, now your cookie is worth, let's say $15. You now have $5 equity in your cookie. So that's what equity means. The next step is finding the people who are going to help you along the way. You want to find a good lender that you can talk to as a teacher. They're going to walk you through every step of the process that has to do with your money. Forbes posted an article in 2020 saying that most lenders will charge 0.5 to 1% of the purchase of your home. So when you're looking for one, make sure it's not much higher than that, because they're probably trying to get your money and not your business. The next thing is you're going to want to find a good realtor. The realtor is the person who helps you find the house. You want to talk to them like they're your friend, because they need to know what you need out of your home, what life you want to have out of your home, and understand where your budget is so that they can find you the right fit. Also look at their commission rates too. They should be about the same, maybe 2 to 3%. Higher than that, they just want you for your money. The last thing is attention to detail. So when you're looking for a house, you want to look at the functionality of the house versus how cute the house is. Does the AC work? Does the plumbing work? A bathroom can be super cute, but if the toilet doesn't flush, it's not going to be very functional for you. So another thing that you want to think about that a lot of people forget is the roof. Make sure your roof has been replaced with, I would say recently, but that could be anywhere from 5 to 10 years. Make sure you talk to your realtor about it. Zillow says that someone who replaces their roof can get 60% of their investment back when they sell a house. That's how important a roof is. You can get 60% of your purchase back because of the roof. In conclusion, I know that there are a myriad of reasons not to buy a house, but there are also a myriad of reasons why you should buy a house. If you find a trained professional that can help you along the way, it can make your dreams a reality. It can be enriching, and you can have pride in a place that has your name on it. Don't let buying a house scare you. Unless, of course, you buy a haunted house. That's a different story. Thank you.